Hello everyone, we are back with part two. Apparently something happened to the internet. I don't know why. It's a little gonna rain a little bit, but it's nothing's going on. I have full bars, everything's here, so don't ask me why, but I'm back, so hopefully you can come and join me. Maybe you will see that we are live again. Hopefully, there's a lot of questions I hadn't answered yet on Clutter Check. Yasmin, you're always first, girl. Anyway, I feel bad that everybody had to go. Okay, everybody's back. Everybody's coming back anyway. All right, thank you girls for coming back. Yay. Don't ask me what happened. It's one of those crazy things. Oh, you hear that? That's thunder. Sabrina, Nancy, Mary, who else back? Sarah, Dickie, L.A., Brenda, Yasmin, Gaynor, Sarah L., Margie Forrest, Angie, I think, I'm not sure, Max and Angie. Oh no, that's the mom to Max and Angie. Hi, Diane, Simone from Germany, time to go to bed. Oh, Simone, I'm sorry. Kathy Jones, Ghani's back, everybody's back, yay. Okay, so we were talking about, Shirley, we were talking about clutter checks and making sure that we get them done. So if you had a question and I didn't read it yet, please put it back up here. Hi, Gina and Kelly and the crew. Put your question back up. This is not normal. I don't recall, maybe once in my whole career, maybe twice that we'd had to stop and start over. Actually, I don't think maybe once before. It gave me reconnect twice in a row, so I knew it wasn't going to come back. So questions, can you put your questions back in if you had them? If I haven't answered your question, I apologize to make you retype that, but if you would, I would appreciate it. Comments don't have to be in caps. I love it if you can put your caps lock on when you're asking questions because it makes it easier to see. Even the first line, just the first line in caps is good. Clutter checks, our favorite thing. 19 people, 5 thumbs up. Thank you, girls. No questions? Okay, well, what should we talk about? Because that's what we want to talk about. Clutter checks. Oh, here's one. So, LA said, I announced earlier this week that I'm going to strive to have a minimalist lifestyle. Kat, do you have any suggestions for scheduling to get that place or a timeline? I don't understand your question. Sorry, LA. I really don't understand it. I'm going to read it again. I'm going to strive to have a minimalist lifestyle. Kat, do you have any suggestions for scheduling to get that place or a timeline? Only thing I would suggest ever is to do this plan that I'm telling you about. You get to choose how much you want to keep. And so if you choose to call yourself a minimalist and have very little and that makes you happy, that's good. You're just going to declutter more. Other people need more in their lives to feel comfortable, and that's good too. The idea is if you love it, it serves you well, and you use it, then I suggest you keep it. If you don't, it's sitting in a shelf, it's sitting in a cupboard, it's sitting in a cabinet, it's sitting in a warehouse, it's sitting in storage. I suggest you get rid of it to get a place of minimalist lifestyle. So that's the answer, LA. It's all the same. We do the exact same thing. You just choose what level you want to declutter to. So if you just don't want to have many things, like some people say, I only want one of each thing in my kitchen, or other people say, well, I need 3 wooden spoons because I use them for different things, for example, and you might just want one. It's fine, whatever works for you, okay? All right, Margie said, I am the reason for clutter spots in my home because I don't put my things away. I have it, I need to change. Any advice? Yes, put your things away. But I realize, as I was saying before, we don't realize what's in our hand half the time. We just don't. And we lay it down and we don't know where we've laid it. You don't know how many times I lose my phone right on the countertop, face up. It goes black, I don't see it anymore. I can't see it. And it's where it's supposed to be. So I am not telling you to be perfect or be like me. I'm just telling you to try not to clutter, but that's why we have clutter checks. We have clutter checks so that we can look with fresh eyes around to see what clutter we've left. And when we do, we stop right then, we take it and we put it away where it goes. And if it doesn't have a home, decide where it goes and put it there. that is going to teach you not to clutter, because when you get ready to, when you have something in your hand, okay, I have my keys in my hand, I'm thinking when I go in the house, where do these keys live? They live on the hook by the door or whatever, okay? All right. And that'll set a good example for the rest of the family, by the way. Thank you for that, Margie. Janelle, hi again, Janelle. Gandhi said, I have a table in my living room where I do my hobbies. I work with papers. It always looks like a mess. What can I do to keep it looking better? And that is to put things away when you're done with them, Gandhi. So if you're working with paper as your hobby, and this is where you choose to work, and you have a limited time to work, so you can say, okay, I've got from 2 to 5 to work. I've got 3 hours to play with these papers. But at 5, I have to make dinner. Then at 4:30, if it's going to take you a bit to put it away, organize it and put it away, then set a timer for 4:30 to stop what you're doing and start putting your things away. If you're more of a child, like a lot of us are, set it for 4:25 so that you have a 5-minute warning, and then again for 4:30 so that, okay, your warning is up, now it's time to actually do it and put your things away. And then the next time you go to do your work with your papers, everything is organized and neatly put away. You pull out what you need. You've got a nice chunk of time to work on it. Set another alarm. Put it away in advance. Just to put it away in advance of the time you need to get up and go make dinner. Because here's what we do instead. We work. We're having so much fun, and we're cutting paper, and we're touching paper, and we're looking at paper, and we're putting paper here. And we love paper. We love any textile. We tend to love textiles. The beauty of them, the feel of them. We love them. So we're working with our textiles, and you're not even thinking about supper. Your stomach's growling and you're totally ignoring it. The kids are starting to get cranky. You're ignoring everybody. You're working with your paper. And then it's like, oh my gosh, it's 5 after 5. I was supposed to start dinner 5 minutes ago. And you get up and you leave all your junk. That's why it looks like that. But if you have an alarm that goes off at 4:25 that says, in 5 minutes, you will clean up. and then during that 5 minutes, you're thinking, okay, let me just do this one little part right here. That's all I want to do. This is the most important. This is the priority for the next 5 minutes. And then it rings again. You have to say, okay, stopping and putting it away. Okay? It might not work exactly like that for you. You may have to have more and more time set because it may take you longer to put things away. But I think in a half hour is a pretty good amount of time to put it away. Okay, hope that helps, Connie. Sabrina, I lost my phone 4 times today. I know, I feel your pain. Margie Forrest, you're welcome. Simone, today my girls found out that everything has to go where it lives. They wear aprons and did a big clutter check. It was awesome. That's awesome. Very good. Good job for them, Simone. Brenda, yep, that's me. Yep, it's all of us, Brenda. Emma, do you clutter check the whole house every time, or do you just clutter check certain areas? The idea is to clutter check the whole home. If you have people occupying your home, then you got to go where everybody went in the past few hours. So if you have a 15-month-old and she's at your feet in the living room for the past few hours, then there's nothing happening in the other rooms. No, you don't have to. But if you have a 7-year-old, an 11-year-old, a 15-year-old, and a 5-month-old, then you better check the whole house. And then you don't have to pick it all up. You just have to instruct. But you have to see it. And then you have to go inspect what you expect. You can't just expect them to do it. You have to go inspect what you expect. And also, for smaller children, you have to help them or oversee them. So you would oversee a 5, 6, 7-year-old. An 8-year-old, 9-year-old, you can inspect what you expect. 18-year-old, inspect what you expect. 3-year-old, help mommy, let mommy help you pick up your toys. You help mommy or whatever, and you're doing it together. And that includes toys, everything. We're going to get it all clutter-free so we can enjoy the next few hours without getting it clutter on top of clutter on top of clutter. Okay? All right. Valerie Jernigan. Hi, Valerie. So good to see you again. My sister always had a bright phone case and bright eyeglass case for easy spotting. Good idea. Mine is in, the pale pinky beige color. I know my mother's cabinet countertops are turquoise in her kitchen. You'd think I would see it, even when it goes black. It's a black spot on the turquoise counter, but no. It's just not something. I have to call it a lot and hope it's not on silent. I really have a place for it to go, and it's just that we don't know what's in our hands. It's just a real bad thing. So I really try to make an effort to put it where I know it's going to be. Sometimes I look for it and it's right here where I'm using it. So that happens too. Just like, where are my glasses? Well, they're on my face. So it's just kind of a habit because we lose things. All right, what other questions do we have? That might be it. Is that it? I'm so sorry. We had so many people on here before. Now we've only got 36 because they don't even know where we are. But this is where we are. Mr. B, did you get back on here, honey? Let's see if he is. Hi, Forever Spring. What is your first name so I can call you by your name? Anyway, I don't even know if Mr. B's on here. He's supposed to be. Drew. Hello, Drew. Okay, Mr. B's here. He's got the Patreon link up for you. Dickie said, John calls my phone a couple times a day. That's funny. All right, so I'm gonna call some people out. So, Dickie, how often do you do clutter checks in your home? It's just you and your husband. How often do you do them? And I know you've got your house in control. Shelly, if you're still on here, how many times do you do it? Emma, how many times do you do it? Nancy, how many times do you do it? How many times? Let me know. I'd like to know. True story, true answers. Hi, Sue. Good to have you on here. Nancy Coretta, did you get my question? Nope. Ask it again. Emma, I will say my mom popped in. Guys, are you guys all on live chat? I'm on live chat, so make sure you're on live chat because I might not see your question if you're not on live chat, okay? Emma said, I will say my mom popped in unannounced this week and I wasn't embarrassed at all. My house was so tidy thanks to my routines and clutter checks. Yes, Emma, high five. Good girl. So proud of you. Yes, this is about decluttering and clutter checks on our plan. Nancy Soretta, 3 or 4. Nancy, 3 is a good number. Good for you. Are the rest of you girls going to answer me? Let's see who else is on here. Mel, how many times do you clutter check? Valerie, how about you? Brenda Jones, how about you? Simone, how about you? Sabrina, I ask you. Gani, how about you? How many times? Kelly, how about you? Gina? Shirley? Kathy? Can you answer me? Tell me. Sarah? Mary? How many times? Let's see what you're saying. How many times do you do it? Grace. Grace does it 2 times a day. Okay, Grace, so strive for 3. Brenda, 1 or 2. Okay, strive for 3. Unless you just don't have clutter. I mean, that's true. Let's see, who said that? Gani said up to 4 times a day. Okay. Simone Dressler, 2 times. Brenda Jones, I set my own world in the bedroom and hours pass. I set in my own world in the bedroom. Yes, they do. That's why you need a timer. Valerie, 2 times a day. And I know Valerie has grown children and you're doing pretty good, Valerie, right? Sarah, I try to clutter check 3 times a day and tend to do it in the areas I've been sitting. Good. Sabrina, 1 clutter check a day in the evening after dinner is all I manage to do. Is it it's just you and your husband, is it keeping your clutter at bay or is it starting to overtake your home, Sabrina? Nancy, my husband just started decluttering. He wants to put it all in the basement of a house we rent on another part of town. Thoughts? If this question isn't good for today, that's okay. Yeah, my thought is no. That's my thought. Okay, Forever Spring. Okay, Forever Spring doesn't have clutter. LA, I normally do 2 times a day for 2 adults and sometimes a 3rd time, but 3rd times only happen if I am home in the afternoon and I've made a mess. Okay, that's reasonable. Kelly says, I'm working on building routines right now, but I make the kids do a 10-minute tidy 2 to 3 times a day. Okay, but Kelly, I want you as the mom to be the one who's responsible to make sure that a clutter check is happening. So you don't just delegate that out. You can have the children clutter check themselves, but you need to go as well and see what you see. So I would see it first, then I would delegate it, then I would inspect what I expect. 3 times a day. Forever Spring is OCD. Wow, a lot of us have that too. Nancy said, thank you, Kat. Dickie Talmadge is laughing. Dickie, you didn't answer me. Gina Perry, 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and before bed. Awesome, Gina. And Gina has big boys who live in her house, and they're great guys, super sweet, but they can be messy because they like to build things on her front porch. All right, I don't know why you need opioids, but whatever. Dickie Talmadge, truth, morning and night. I forget at lunch. That's okay. Thanks for putting it back up, Larry. Clutter is overtaking at the moment, but I don't do the last 2 weeks because of a flare-up. Oh, Sabrina, and you know when we're not well, we want to do the minimal, which is our routines. But a clutter check is a routine. So you're not doing zone, you're not doing basic weekly plan, except for those things you must do, like pay bills and buy groceries. But you are going to do a clutter check. If you're having a flare up, you're probably not running all over the house making a mess. So just clean up your little nest, okay? Polly said, I can't seem to let go of perfectionism. It is such a cruel thing that we do to ourselves, Polly, and we've all been there. And perfectionism, you'd think we'd be perfect because we have all this perfectionism, but instead what perfectionism does is it drives imperfection, because it makes you want to get this one thing so perfect that we ignore all the other things that are going on in our life and all the other people and all the other messes, and we dive deep into this thing and we won't let it go, and then we don't want anybody to touch it or breathe on it or do anything with it, and we're cranky and we're judgmental, and it's just a really bad thing. We want to really start to let go of that perfectionism. That goes for everyone, okay? Okay. See. Polly said, don't seem like I'm good enough. You are good enough, and you are enough. You are made in the image and likeness of your Almighty Father, and you are enough. And there's only one perfect person that ever lived, and that was Jesus Christ, and you are not him. But because of him, you don't have to be perfect. Just do the best you can, and don't sweat the small stuff, okay? Let it go. And that little OCD that Forever Spring was talking about kind of kicks in there too, where we think, oh gosh, I got to straighten the pillows. I do that too. It's almost fun, you know. Oh, the pillows aren't perfect. Let me make them perfect. Ooh, 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 you know. And you can make yourself crazy with that, especially if you're expecting that from other people. But even if you're expecting it of yourself, because you're setting the pace for everyone else. You are the person who sets the example. So let go of that a little bit, okay? All right, let's see. It's hard to get the kids to take me seriously since I'm furloughed. Brenda, are you still their mother? You are serious. Remember this little story? This is the wall. This is you. These are your children. They're going to continue to push you as long as you let them push. If you stand still, they're going to bang their heads, and they're going to bang their heads. And some kids are tough. Bang, bang, bang. If you don't move, if you remain firm, you don't have to yell and scream and lose your temper. You just remain firm. This is the truth, and I'm telling you the truth in love, and this is what's going to happen. And eventually they'll back off. They will. So you are the mother, not your children. Your children don't run the home. You run the home. So think about that, ponder that, pray about that. Those kids need a mom. They don't get to run the house. You run the house, okay? Marie Kondo, I love Marie. I think she's darling. Forever Spring, I've forgotten your first name again. But it's not the best plan for the people who follow this system, because most of us are highly ADD, or at least moderately ADD, and it is impossible for us to follow that system because Marie Kondo is a born organized person. At 4 years old, she was organizing things. We were not. So I think she's a very sweet girl, and I love the way things look when she does it. However, that's not what we're working on. So yeah, you're not ADDs. You just kind of stumbled across this here. And that's fine. You're certainly welcome to be here. But a lot of us are very sidetracked and squirrely. Okay, Polly says, I read Polly's already. Hi, Michelle. I haven't seen you in forever. Good to have you. Let's see. Libby. Hi, Libby. Kat, always saying what we need to hear. Thank you. Forever Spring has to fluff all 8 of the pillows. Otherwise, Forever Spring feels crazy. Totally relate. Simone, my girls like to play Barbie and build very nice surroundings with them in the whole room. They don't want to put it back because it's so nice. Then it stands for days and annoys me. What would you do? I would say, are you through playing with your toys? Put them away. Period. The end. I love it. Let's admire it. Let's wait and show Daddy. Okay, if it was a big thing and they worked really hard. But bedtime, sunrise, sunset is like the ocean coming in on a sandcastle. You got to put those toys away at night. We cannot leave it up. So just know when you build this, we're not going to be able to leave it up. I'll take a picture with my phone because Dad's not going to be here in time. And we'll send it to Grandma too. And then you can build another one tomorrow. That's what I would do. Okay, you're the mom. All right, Grace, I love saying good enough is good enough. Yes, Grace. Drew, thank you, Drew, for reminding me. Yes, you're not ADD. Finishing my bed before bed routine and listening, including the clutter check. Yes, Sabrina. I love you so much, Sabrina. I hope I hear from you soon. I do love the way she folds. Yeah, take pictures of it. There you go. Emma, I did Marie Kondo for a few years ago, and guess what? It was beautiful, but it didn't stick, and that's why I'm here, yeah. I'll tell you what I love the most about Marie Kondo, besides the fact that she's absolutely precious. I love that she thanks her things and lets them go. That's a good thing to have. And I love spark joy. In other words, do I love this thing? Am I going to use this thing? It's the same thing I say. Do you love it? Do you use it? Does it fit you well? Do you like the way it feels? Do you like the color? Do you like what it does in your life, if it holds roses or whatever? If you love it, then you get to keep it if you're using it. That's sparking joy in my mind. But there's some things that won't work for me for sparking joy. So does this spatula spark joy? Not particularly, but I need it. So I'm going to keep it, All right. And I think that when she folds things, that looks really great. But with an ADD person, we also tend to be like perfectionistic, and so we'll fold and fold and fold and stack, and it'll fall over, and we'll be mad, and then we pull out the t-shirt, or the kid pulls out the t-shirt, and it doesn't stay like it's supposed to stay in Marie's system, and then you get all frustrated. So we just let go of that. Okay. Simone said, thanks, Camber Yates. My son just got a new room last, and his ADD is shining. Bless his heart. I can relate. Peppered Payton. Hi, Pepper. I live with droppers. I know what that means. So it's hard to keep up with them. I ask them, but not much change. I check about 4 times a day. Yeah, when you notice something drops, you say, come back. Pick that up, please. Pick that up and go put it away. Where does it go? Because people who drop are just like people like us who have things in our hands and drop. They don't know they're doing it because it's a bad habit. So you have to say, uh-oh, honey, pick that up. Don't leave it there. No, ma'am. Daddy will fall over it. Pick it up. And you just make them do it. That's what you do. And if Daddy's the one picking it, dropping it, honey, don't leave it there. The baby will chew on it. Pick it up. The dog will chew on it. Pick it up. Don't leave it there. There's nothing wrong with saying that. You're not being rude. You're being firm. And firm means that you are telling them what needs to be done. And kind means you're telling them the truth in a loving way. Pick it up. That's not mean. If you said, what in the heck are you doing? I told you not to drop stuff on this floor. You are driving me crazy. Why do you keep dropping stuff on the floor? What is wrong with you? Pick that up. That's not kind. Okay? But by saying, pick it up. Don't leave it there. That's not good. Where does that go? That's right. It goes on your bedroom, on the dresser. So go put it on your dresser. Oh, that's right. That goes on the hook in the bathroom. Go put it in there. Oh, that's right. Those go by the front door. Go put them by the front door. If it's your husband doing it, honey, your jacket does not belong on the floor. Please pick it up and put it on the hook by the front door. Thank you. I love you, but you're a mess. That's what I would tell him. Okay. All right. Let's see. We got to go, girl. I've been on here way long time because of my first one being cut. I'd already gone a while on that. Let's see, but that's a good one. Droppers. I like that. Expression. Dickie says, me too. Polly said, thank you. She practices gratefulness. Maria is a lovely person. She is. Emma, yes, those were my takeaways from Marie Kondo too. Thanks for the thing. Thank you for the things the Lord. Thank the Lord for those things. Yes. Sabrina, you will. It's 11 p.m. here, so I need to get some rest. I'll check the tier thing on Patreon tomorrow, and I need to order a new Erin Condren planner as mine ends in July. Yeah, you need to get the link below and get your Erin Condren planner. Michelle, Clutterbug Cast really helps me when I'm trying to put things together in a nice way. FlyLady keeps me grounded and keeps me with a plan to follow. It works well together. Yes, Michelle, I love Clutterbug. Camber Yates, I didn't mean to put the last part. What did you put? Let me go back and see. What did you say? Oh, I think it was funny. About your son. I thought that was funny, Camber. Rachel, how many outfits do you recommend to have for a 2 or 3-year-old boy? I need a downsize, but I need a guidepost. It depends. Is he still wetting his pants? Or is he still wearing diapers or pull-ups? Is the weather changing? Does he play in the dirt? It depends. You know, I can't tell you that answer. But why don't you put away some of his clothes and start with an X number and see how that works for you. And if that works for you, then that's your number. If it doesn't work, if you need more, add more from what you've put away. If you don't need as many, put some more away and see if that works. Then you can determine, okay, at this stage of his life, this is how many things he needs during this season. Okay? And then you get a better idea. Forever's talking to Emma. Sock drawer is perfect and it's easy for me to maintain, but I'm not AD. That's right. Brenda likes Clutterbug too. Mel. Oh, I mean, that's not Mel. Mel, I forgot your name. That's your daughter's name. I can't remember. My question is gone, but I catch myself doing it whenever I walk by anything. Yes. Janelle, I'm not ADD. This is a great system for all. Thank you, Janelle. I thought I wasn't, but it turns out I am. Brenda Jones, sweet, I'm a ladybug. Awesome. Forever Spring, mise en place, everything in its place. Yes. Emma, such a helpful chat today. Good, Emma. And Rachel Dennis, thanks for the advice. You're very welcome. Okay, guys, well, I enjoyed talking to you today. I hope you have a wonderful day. And I hope you enjoy your evening. I will see you tomorrow morning at, what's tomorrow, Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll have a presentation with a teeny little chat in the beginning. Look forward to seeing you then. And as always, remember to be beautiful because you are beautiful. Bye.